does feel pretty good that I can just Google She's Quiet the Home Team now and I can find the lyrics. I'm Brian from the Home Team, and this is a lyric breakdown of She's Quiet. This song is about my current girlfriend. I'm better off saying nothing, but I get so caught up in it, so caught up in you. So here's to the first time I've arrived with nothing left to lose. When we first started going on dates, I was very hesitant to open up again because I had a relationship that was very emotionally taxing and draining. And it had been about a year and a half, and I had told myself I wasn't going to be in another relationship until the end of college. So we're going on dates, and I'm realizing I really, really like this person. And that's kind of where the idea of I'm better off saying nothing, I'm better off not pursuing this at all. But it's true, I found myself kind of infatuated at the time with the idea of somebody that actually kind of got me. So that's kind of where it comes from. So here's to the first time I've arrived with nothing left to lose. This is the first time I've gone into something like this with having the context that I did. You should see what I've become, so obsessively lost in the way I love. It isn't like me though to just lose control. I have never been the more emotional person in my relationship, and this is one of those instances where I was finding myself with a lot of different feelings that I was not used to having. I felt very exposed and pretty uncomfortable, to be honest. It was kind of like the relationship was drawing me in, I guess, regardless of all that. Maybe I'll stay this time, whether you had asked me to, I'm back into it, ready your hand in mine, I can only get so far without your guide. The maybe I'll stay this time is the idea of the fact that I had spent the last few years not wanting to commit to a relationship in fear that I would mess it up or that I would hurt these people. Whether you would ask me to, I'm back into it. That's kind of a statement of like, I feel good about this. I'm back into the idea of being in a relationship. Ready your hand in mine, I can only get so far without your guide. That's kind of self-explanatory. So here you are again, too late to fix what progress I've made, but I've built this confidence charade, all just so you can be amazed. This one's kind of funny because it's a testament to the fact that this was the first time I felt nervous around a girl in a very long time. And in that sense, to fix what progress I've made about my confidence, about my ability to put on a front and talk to girls. And I know inside it hurts you to see me so down on myself, but it's the thought that you deserve so much more than I could ever help. I, at the time, was going through a lot of change when it came to the music that I was making. I was finally deciding to stop making my previous band's music, which I had been working on demos for a long time in conjunction with the Home Team. And I was finding myself overworked and unhappy with just about everything that I was making. And she was a big part of helping me through that. But it's the thought that you deserve so much more than I could ever help. It's like I was realizing that she was doing so much more for me at the time than I was doing for her. And that's why I couldn't really help it, but I felt like she was a lot more deserving. Maybe I'll stay this time, whether you ask me to, I'm back into it, ready your hand in mine, I can only get so far. It's in my head, I'm waking up again. I'd lost my way, but now I'm home. Still standing under your door frame with a plan to leave alone. That one is funny. Tess and I have known each other for a long time, and we went to the same college. She lived in this house where they threw parties all the time. And I distinctly remember going to these parties and thinking, I really want to talk to Tess. The way that their house was set up was there was like a hallway, and my friends and I would always be like 1 foot in, 1 foot out to these parties because we would like go for like 30 minutes and then we'd like dip and go to the bars. There was a very specific door frame in my head that I'd be standing under with my friends thinking, I guess I'll talk to her next time. That's kind of where the plan to leave alone comes from. Pretending I'm still with you time and time again, why don't you show me a real life with your hand in mine? That's kind of self-explanatory. There were a couple of times where her and I had to leave the vicinity of each other when we first started dating for weeks at a time. I would go on tour, she had a couple trips that she went on. And it was like the worst time for us to be doing that because this was like the infatuation stage of being in a relationship. The why don't you show me a real life with your hand in mine is like, make my imagination come true. And that is the lyric breakdown to She's Quiet.